it is me, Melanie, and today I am going to be doing something a little bit different. So if you watched my last video, I did my reading wrap-up for January and February, and I usually want to do like my reading wrap-up with my next TBR, but this month I want to do something different for my TBR. I've seen a couple YouTubers do this. Instead of like buying books based on their book cover, I'm actually just going to be picking books off of my TBR cart based off their book cover. I have another video coming up. I'm not sure if it'll be like before or after this, but I have a really big book haul coming because a bookstore nearby me had a promotion where you could get 20 books for the price of 10, and so my TBR cart has grown significantly, and so I need to try and get through some of these books before I buy anything new. And so as a way to motivate myself, I want to try and do something a little bit different and like fun with my TBR for March. So I'm going to be going through these and I'm going to pick the books that I think just look the best. And obviously it's like a little biased because most of these books, like I know what they're about because I bought them, so I've read the backs already. So it's not like solely judging it based off their cover, but I am going to try and be as unbiased as possible and like just pick books that I think are the prettiest, and then I will read them and hopefully hopefully they're good. We'll see if you can judge a book on its cover. So I pulled my book card out so that you can see the books a little bit better. What I think I'm gonna do is just look through the books and pick out ones that catch my eye, and then depending on how many I have in total, I'll sit and talk through them and narrow it down to the final ones. For March, I read 6 books in January and 4 books in February. I'm hoping to read a little bit more this month, so I might try and pick out like 4 books to do based off covers, and then I'm already reading some other books like for videos and things. So I think I'm just gonna start looking through and picking out the books that I like the covers of. Alright you guys, so I moved my book cart out of the way with all the books that I like knew were not it for the covers. And I have 3 that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do, but then I also have this stack right here of books that I like need to sort through more in depth to see how I feel about the covers. So these ones, they're just kind of like they're a nice cover, but it's not like killing me with how amazing it is. But they were like good enough to be put into a stack, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm just gonna sort through these really quick and I'll tell you guys what they are as we go. And if I pass by any of these, decide not to read them for this cover-based TBR, let me know in the comments like which ones I should plan to read maybe for next month's TBR, like just because they're a good book. So I have Every Summer After, which I feel like I really like this cover because of like the contrast of the orange and the blue. Like I think that looks really nice. It's not like the coolest, craziest cover I've ever seen, but I definitely feel like there were like smart choices made with this cover, like to get it to be visually appealing. So I feel like this one's like good. I just don't know if it deserves to be in a video about amazing cover art, you know? This one, The Hawthorne Legacy, this is the second one in the Inheritance Games series. I read the first one, and so I think part of me wanted to keep this one in here just so I can like go ahead and read this book because it's been a while and I need to finish the series. But I'm gonna be real, I do think it's a cool cover, but I don't maybe think it's like good enough for the idea of being like a cover video. This book, Tigers in Red Weather, I literally actually did buy this book because of the cover. I went to a used bookstore. I've never heard of this book in my life. I bought it, I think, last summer, just because I think the cover, like something, I hope this is focusing, but something about the composition of this photo and the colors, I just love it. And the way that I'm talking about it, you know, this makes me think that this is a high contender. So that's a good one. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I bought this also last summer, I think, and it just sounds like an interesting book and I want to read it. And I feel like the cover is very cool. It even has like, okay, this little like bloody area, which kind of grosses me out. I mean, I know it's just a picture, but I don't know. I'm a little grossed out by it. It's like actually reflective. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of like shiny. So I think it's like a well thought out, like it's a cool book cover. But part of me also just wants to save this and read it around Halloween. So I'm going to put this in the middle stack, although I really do like the cover. This one is a historical fiction, and I usually don't like when there's people on the covers of a book. Like, it's just kind of ugly usually, but I mean, clearly I didn't think so here. This one is pretty. I also really like this one. I can't really explain why. Like, with the other ones, it's easy because I'm like, the colors, like, it pops. This one, I don't really know why I like it. I just do. But I don't know if it really sticks out, so yeah, I'll put that there. Malibu Rising. I added this to the stack because it's a pretty picture, but honestly, on second, like, glance, I don't think it's, like, it's not getting me. I don't know. Shadow and Bone. Also a pretty cover, but I don't think it's getting me. The Tattooist of Auschwitz. I don't know what it is about this cover, and I honestly think it might be the font on the title. I think it's a really nice looking cover, but also maybe not right for the video. Alice Feeney, His and Hers. I feel like this is a really cool looking cover. Like, just something, it obviously, like, it looks creepy. All of Alice Feeney's books, I believe, are mysteries or, like, thrillers. And, you know, this looks like it should be a mystery or thriller. Like, the trees. I don't know, but I don't think it's, like, getting me, so maybe. Okay, this one, I like this cover. Something about how bold it is. And it's, like, almost, like, it's just, there's not a lot of, like, dimension to it, but the colors are very, like, pop. The colors are very pop. The colors are popping. I don't know, I like that. And The Housemaid, honestly don't know why I put this in the maybe stack because I don't like it that much. So yeah. Okay, it looks to me like, although these are also good, I'm going to put them in the no stack because I have these two here, which I basically just need to decide between, or I might add all of them because I'm going to now show you the ones that were, without a doubt, going on this list. So, I have first Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. I'm not like 100% sure what this is, but I think it's like a Greek god or like, yeah, so this is like Greek mythology. I don't know if it's like a retelling or just like a modern like interpretation. I'm not really sure what it's about, but look at the cover. Like, I think if I remember correctly, I bought this because I liked the cover. Hence the reason I don't really know what it's about. I just picked it up and was like, wow, that's cool. Okay, Greek mythology. I liked Percy Jackson as a kid, so let's just try it. So yeah, that one is a definite yes. The next one is The Alchemist. This book is about a guy who goes on a journey. I'm not sure like how old he is. I think it's about a boy. And he goes on a journey from Spain to Egypt, I believe, to like find some gold or treasure. Not really sure, but I've heard some good things about this book. And guys, this is like definitely the prettiest cover in this book, I think. And the back. Like, can we get an applause for this book cover? It's very nice. So yeah, I definitely knew, this is actually the book that like gave me the idea to do this video. Like, when I bought this, I was like, oh my gosh, I should do a video where I only read pretty books because this is so pretty. And then the next book is Big Summer by Jennifer Weiner. I don't know if that's how you say her last name or not. I said this in the last video too. I don't know if it's Weiner or Weiner, but I'm gonna say Weiner. So yeah. Anyways, this book is about a lady who is asked to be a maid of honor, but it's actually like her ex-best friend who asks her, and they haven't talked in like 8 years. So that's obviously like kind of weird. Like, do you not have other friends? Do you not have new friends? Why are you going to someone who like you haven't spoken to in so long to be your maid of honor? And then I think a bunch of like drama unfolds. I don't know what it is about this cover. I think it might just be like the colors really pop out to me. And I like it. It is pretty simple, and like I know a lot of people aren't here for like the cartoony kind of like more modern designs that have been coming out, but I feel like something about this I just like, and it kind of has a similar vibe to the Finlay Donovan in the fact that it's like very like doesn't have a lot of dimensions. There's not like a lot of shading or anything. So maybe that's kind of like I have a similar feeling about these two. But I also bought this one because of the cover. Like the cover was what drew my eye to it, and then I bought it. So that one's definitely a yes. And then, you know, I may just like include both of these on the TBR, and then in reality I probably will not read all 5 of these, but we'll see. Both of these, I really do like the cover. Although, I definitely like this cover more. Okay, these 4 are definitely it, you know? And then if I need a 5th book, this will be it. But for now, I'm going to stick with these 4. I'm happy with these. I think they're all, like, I don't know, guys. I've never seen this book shown anywhere. But, like, look at that cover. I don't know why I love it so much. But all of these books, I just feel like these two kind of have a similar vibe, like with the orange, kind of like magical looking. I don't know. I'm excited. And I will give my thoughts in my reading wrap-up. Alright you guys, I hope you all enjoyed watching. I have my little TBR stack right here. I am like so excited about all of these books. I feel like, number 1, they're so pretty, and number 2, they kind of have like very opposing vibes. Like these 2 are more like drama and like I think more modern. Whereas like these 2 I think are going to be more mystical and like maybe like journey based. So I'm very interested, and I think it's kind of fun how like even these 2 look similar. It maybe like shows what kind of covers I'm drawn to. And I feel like I did learn today that things that have like contrasting colors and like stark bright colors definitely like draw me in, which I guess does make sense, but it's interesting because like as far as my like style choices, like with clothing and like the way I decorate my room, I like don't often use color. Like most of the time I wear a lot of like black or gray or like white clothes, like very neutral things. My room is like gray pretty much everywhere and white. So I find it kind of interesting that like I'm drawn to really colorful books, even though that's not like my own personal style. So I think that's really cool, and I'm very excited to see like, can you judge a book by its cover? At least in this case, like, are they gonna be good? I really hope they are, because I'm not trying to get put in a book slump. Last month was like a little bit of a slow reading month for me. So right now I'm in the middle of finishing the Shatter Me series, so as soon as I finish that book, I'm hoping that maybe I can just like speed through some other ones, because I definitely feel like the Shatter Me series is kind of keeping me in a slump, and then maybe once I'm done with it, things will get better. And I'm hoping that these books will be the cure to that. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. Bye!